Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I do readings for the Pisces Collective. Now, yes, we are, what are we today? We're the 28th of October. Right. So I wanted to show you my November. I've already posted in the community tab in case you haven't seen it. This most remarkable picture. And yeah, it almost looks super real, unreal, but it's absolutely real and has so very little manipulation to it. This is what really surprises me. And this is actually from a video that I took right beside my house. This is right beside my door. I have vines hanging down, and what you don't see, is I'll tell you, is I have like a clothesline right above this. Like I just cut it off here, but there's a clothesline that goes straight across. There's a vine. I have a clothesline that's right beside my front door, and this was a November sky. The vine was, as you can see, leafless, had no more leaves in it, but the sun was setting and the colors were insane. So I went out with my camera, the one that I'm filming with right now, and took like a video of this. I took a print screen, and this is your November picture. How amazing is this? Okay, so you can get it for you can get it in the 35-day format, or you can get it in a 365-day, the yearly. Okay, so this one's November. I have October. I post these in the community tab, and because somebody mentioned, Jane, post them like early enough so we can have them before the month begins. I'm going to. Now, if you haven't seen December's, if it's not out yet, it should be out soon. In the community tab, I do video these a little ahead of time. So, and I'm also doing a special one, a yearly one that you can give at Christmas to people, a gratitude journal. Now there's something to give somebody, okay? And then you can explain it to them every day. You can write something that you're grateful for, okay? So this is the 365 format. This is the one for October, actually, okay? Because I haven't received the one for November. I order these, make sure that the pictures are really nice for you guys before I actually post them. So that's why I have some here. And it goes all the way back to May if you haven't seen those. So the link is in the description box below. I would also like to invite you to my Patreon page. There's 3 levels, 3, 6, 9. Of course there is. They're kind of at a donation level, whatever you can give if you want to be part of that. And I add stuff every single day. Just recently I've added Jane's Pick of the Week, which is videos that I find that are uplifting and informative for Pisces. And I think will get you in the right frame of mind, get you going where you need to go. So, and I'm adding stuff to Patreon all the time. So if this interests you, please go check that out if you're able to. I'm going to go with the reading. Okay? Absolutely. All right. So this is from the 7 Energies Oracle. If you're interested in any of the decks I use during the reading, they are in the description box. So make sure to check those out. This one wanted to Sacred Reverence. Sacred Reverence. What a beautiful word, right? Let's see here. I like reading the oracles from the books themselves because I like to see what they have to say. I find that the writers and creators of these books have some really beautiful and insightful things to add to any reading. So that's why I usually read from the oracle book, but not always, okay? I just go with the flow, go with intuition. Offer the truth that spirit is everywhere. Inspiration coming through you as a result of reverence, joyful living, exploring possibilities with curiosity, spiritual passion manifesting from the starting point of the realm of spirit. All right, so I feel a lightheartedness to you today, something I haven't felt in quite a while in October. Okay, It says, looking at the world, do you see all the life or only limited part? When you look at the blade of grass, do you see just a plant? When you encounter a puppy, do you see just an animal? While this categorizing is one way of viewing the world, is only a fraction of the truth. It isn't enough. Look closer and you'll observe the luminosity immanent in these living sentient beings. If you can allow yourself to take in all the world, including its spirits, then you see the whole. Reverence is an act of deep witnessing, respect and awe. You experience it when you perceive every being and everything, every plant, rock, and tree as sacred and alive. You naturally lean into a state of bliss and harmony and a profound sense of well-being. Whatever your dilemma or question, try to reframe your perspective to acknowledge the spiritual. If everything has value, including your most frustrating challenges, would you still ask your question from the same place? Can you regard the other as sacred, thereby erasing the separation between you? Embracing the perfection of how you came together is real magic, and you're tapping into this unity right now. No matter what, who is in front of you, see that person or thing as luminous and your interaction as holy. Then you will know what to do with the highest good of all. And this is what we've been talking about. They've really been bringing this home, I feel, in the last while, that we really have to see everything happening in our lives, the people who are coming into our lives, everything that has to do with that, as something that has been meant to be, something that is in your face for a reason. Whether you feel that it's a good or bad situation, I really feel that they want you to get a fresh perspective about everything. Make a big deal about everything, but in the best way possible, in awe and reverence, like they're saying, okay? Look at things in a fresh, new light. You know, put a new spin on an old thing. If that's the weirdest thing. That's weird. Okay, but put a fresh spin on an old thing, okay? I'm looking at my pumpkins. If I got fed up of decorating them this way, find a new way of doing it, okay? Make it fresh and alive and something new for you again. Remind yourself why this is special, why this feels so great, okay? I don't need to be reminded. I love these. I'm a great big Halloween fan. And remember I told you guys yesterday I didn't get my Halloween deck? I've got my Halloween deck. It is so fun. I love it so much. It's not a spooky one. It reminds me of trick-or-treating, actually, so when I was young. So I feel very good with this deck in my hands because I feel young, and when we would walk down the street and scare the crap out of each other, you go, what was that? And of course there's nothing there, but all the kids look, and then you start scaring the crap out of each other, and you end up in fits of giggles. I enjoyed Halloween so much as a kid, and you may have you felt scared, but you were never alone. And I feel that sometimes that message comes across. Sometimes we don't know for the unknown that is around us, but we really aren't alone, okay? We're not alone, and everything is like a happiness. It's not a bad, scary thing. It's just a happiness. I am in the process of rewatching all my favorite scary movies, and I'm watching them. When I was young, with everything they told you as, spiritually, that, ooh, you don't mess because, something. I look at them with fresh eyes, and some of them are so ridiculous you can't help but laugh. But I look at these things with fresh eyes, and I can find truth in some of what they're doing. You can tell that this inspiration for some of these movies did come from spiritual things, and it's just a wonderful, I don't know, it's a nice, open, wonderful thing, okay? It opens up things because it's acceptable to scare the crap out of everybody with a scary movie, but it's not acceptable to be spiritually inclined, or it wasn't when I was young, And I just like the fact that this was the first look into perspective. They made it palatable, even though they were scary movies. They made it palatable to bring forward some really spiritual forward thinking in some of these, okay? Of course, the information is skewed somewhat, but, better than nothing. It's like people saying, I have a gut feeling. Well, you don't hold your guts in your hands, and your guts or your intestines, whatever you want to call them, they don't really have feelings. But people have made that a normal thing. A gut feeling is your intuition. But if you walked around and said, my intuition is tingling, people would look at you weird. But you can say, I have a gut feeling, and that's fine. So it's normalizing. Anything that normalizes spirituality is great, okay? Look at this. The Four of Bats, Four of Swords. Okay, so this is your time of healing and recovery, Pisces. So I feel very much this time, because of the weeks that we've gone through and everything that we felt, with the energies. And I know some of you are still commenting on some of the videos saying, oh yes, I had this situation with so-and-so and this happened. We're restoring ourselves right now, okay? But like I said, this is also the card of seclusion. Be careful, Pisces, okay? Don't take it to the next level. This is just a 4. It's a break. A 4 is rebalancing. When I see the 4 cards, I always think of legs on a table, okay? You need all 4 legs to be really, you know, to get your balance back, so that you're able to do, to move forward, okay? You have the 10 of Ghost. Okay, so Ghost in this deck is blessings. It's the cups. It's our beautiful element. Cups, emotions. Okay, so 10 of Cups, happiness. This is what you're trying to restore. Okay, this little restoration period, so that you can go back to feeling this beautiful awe and reverence about everything, to recuperate and re-tap into that fresh perspective that you have, because it's easy when you're surrounded by I'm hearing turkeys. It's hard to fly when you're surrounded by turkeys, but turkeys fly, right? It's not quite the eagle flight, okay? So you're trying to get back to eagle status here. You're trying to fly above all of this and see a bigger perspective. And this restoration, this healing, slowing down period is what that's doing. It's putting balance back so that you're back on track for your beautiful blessings, emphasizing on your home, family, and your environment. This is important, okay? Because remember, who you are is who you show, and that's the example you lead your life with, okay? People see this, you lead by example. So you're showing them right now that you can take a blow, and you can take some time and recharge the batteries, okay? But ultimately, nothing's going to keep you down. And I like that. I like that, Pisces. Keep going on that trail. Keep going there. 9 of Pumpkins. 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. These 9s and 10s of Pentacles, they're gorgeous cards, okay? This is recharging exactly to be this right here, okay? And I really want you to do that this week. I want you to recharge and slowly feel your life force, your life energy come back, okay? Your chakras getting back into alignment, and they're showing me like lights that are blinking back on, you know, like it's like turning on a switch and all the lights are starting to come back, and they're growing in energy, and they're growing in clarity, okay? So we all have moments, right? We all have moments. The Tree of Bats, that's the 3 of Swords. We all have moments that you're going to see the truth of moving on, of what happened in the month, okay? You're going to see, oh, well, you know, that probably didn't feel that great, and it caused me a bit of slowing down somewhat. But you're okay with it. You're going to be okay. You weathered this storm, okay? Oh, God, look at this cat. A wet cat. You ever see that? The wet cat, like miserable, okay? So maybe for a minute you felt like that cat, very miserable. But remember, 3 to the 4, where you rebalance that table, right? You were on 3 legs there for a minute. Something, you know, they're showing me you know, somebody swept one of your foot out from under you, but you didn't fall. You just got unbalanced for a minute. So put the balance back on that table and refocus on where you want to go personally and collectively, because it's not everybody who will be causing you this pain in the butt energy. But for the people who are not, the people who support you, connect to those people, okay? And tell them, I'm really trying to, they're saying, ask for support. Like, go to the people who you know will work with you to help you change your mind. There's nothing better than if you have somebody going, coming to me and going, Jane, okay, I've done this to help myself. What else can I do? I would gladly help those people more than people who come tell you they're miserable, and it doesn't matter what you tell them, you can't get them out of it. So this is you right now. You know that you've taken a hit, energy-wise, and that's okay. It's going to happen. This is life. But you also know that you're going to get back up, okay? And you're looking, this reading makes me feel, especially with the sacred reverence, is you with the hope filling your heart that you know it's coming back, okay? You're not down, you didn't get down in the dumps of going, oh God, you know, I'm never going to feel good again. Nope. You're feeling like, I can do this. I have no problem. Things will be better, okay? So just keep doing that. Yeah, and things will, okay? You can look at a situation and think, oh God, it's terrible. You can sit in judgment over a situation, but Judgment card is fantastic, okay? I loved it. Look at this Judgment card, by the way. I love these Halloween decks. Okay, so the Judgment card, what happens with Judgment, okay? You become accountable for your choices and your behavior with the Judgment card, okay? So what do? You take the time, you figure it out, you go, okay, where did I go wrong? What did I do here? What happened, okay? It's like taking it in stride and going, I'm going to rise above and take a look at the situation from up here instead of just close to it, okay? Instead of like focusing right on the problem, I'm going to focus, like I'm going to go up, look around and see, okay, just like these tarot cards, you see the bigger picture, right? It's not just the one card. It's not just a, oh God, I've got to recover. No, you're looking at this and then look at everything else. And you're reviewing it. I'm reviewing what happened here. Okay? Then you awaken. You awaken to solutions. You awaken to a new renewal. You take, it's like a second win. Okay? And then you start resolving the issues. Okay? You make the change. You review, you change, and then you release things. Okay? And you forgive yourself, you forgive others, and you move on. You move on, Pisces. It's a beautiful card, Judgment. Judgment is the hardest working cards. I would put it in my 8s, okay? The Judgment card, even though it's a 2, I would put in my 8s. Like all the 8 cards. The doing the quality work, the nitty gritty, okay? I love that. 8 of Ghosts. I love it when they do that. Okay, 8 of Ghosts is moving on. Moving past this, okay? Like, if you look at all these ghosts, they look miserable. Like, no, but look at these. Look. Look at them. They're like, it's okay. Everything's okay. You're not alone. Okay, we're going to help you move on. We're going to help you move on. You're okay. And they're watching your every step. Even the moon's watching you. They're going, so it's good. It's good. You're doing good. You're traveling, you're moving, okay? You're not stagnant anymore, you're moving. And I like that. The 8 of Ghosts really speaks to me. It's the 8 of Cups. Moving on. Move it on up the mountain and doing it, okay? Taking time to contemplate everything. Leaving the past behind. Seeing a higher thing. This whole row is really right now talking about that. It's just telling you exactly what that is, okay? All right. The 5 of Imps is the Wands. So, strong opinions were given. There was clash of either ideas, personalities, you name it. Whatever situation fits here, okay? But the thing is that this is a conflict outside of yourself, okay? This is something that has to do with communication. And I'm feeling it's an external. So this is not with spirit. okay? This is with people around you. Like I said, outside energies, okay? Communication problems and misunderstandings, whatever you call it. Could be from the retrograde, whatever you want to call it. It just, your differences became quite apparent. I feel some of you were taken by surprise because you've done work in seclusion with yourself and putting yourself out there back in this energy, or having to deal with the energies that you had put aside for a while. It took you by surprise because they came back at you full force. And this situation felt like there was a stick in your wheels, like absolutely, okay? And things were not going to work out, okay? I love both of these moons, you know, they're kind of quite concerned. The 8 and they're like, ugh, wow, yeah. So, but it's okay. You're at the point where you moved on from this. You are moving on. This is the point we're at, okay? It's a 5. 5s are hard. 5s and 7s. 7's assessment. It's always, it's just a lot of work, you guys, okay? You've just gone through something, but you're okay now. You're working here. You're at this level now. You're back at your gratitude, sacred reverence, a heart, you know, with your hands, making a heart. The world is good. You've still got the key. 4 plus 7, 11. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. All right, so underneath the deck, 9 of Imps. Of course we do. This is perseverance and determination, okay? This fatigued you, Pisces. This really made you tired. I do feel that a lot of you got zapped a little bit. You got a little bit of, you know, a shock to the system, I would say. And maybe at the beginning of this, when you thought you were going to get into it with these people, that you thought it was going to be a lot easier than it was. It was harder than you initially thought, okay? But don't give up, okay? Absolutely don't give up, because you're almost there. And what the almost there is not really even having a solution to the problems of these people. It's more you coming up with the fact that you had to deal with this and understanding how these negative energies are going to come in every once in a while. So this is the lesson, the wisdom here is you dealing with it. And the more you deal with it, the faster you're going to recuperate from it, okay? At one point, you're going to recognize the problems, okay? The resistance, right? You're going to recognize the resistance for what it is, and you're going to decide whether it's worth the argument, worth the fight, or just worth to just throw the perspective in a different direction and go somewhere else, okay? So that's what we need to do. You're doing fine, okay? So Pisces, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to continue this later on with the extended, with Spirit, and I hope you can join me at that time. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings. As always, Pisces, take care.